Well, hello everyone. This will probably be my last video on this channel. I'll leave the channel up because who knows, maybe I'll do a video again sometime. The problem I've been facing is, and some of you are aware of this, about a year ago when I was in my backyard and I was going through a Catholic rite called confirmation, which is where you obtain a saint's name through Bible study and attending classes. And I'm 63 and I never got the confirmation, which is a sacrament. And in my backyard, at night, I just looked up at the sky, looked at the moon and said, Lord, how can you love a worthless sinner like me? And right before my eyes, the moon got a little bit bigger, it got brighter. And then an electronic image is the best I could describe it of Jesus appeared above my head, 40 feet by about 20 feet for about 10 seconds. I only saw the right side of his face and from his upper shoulder. As I described in my other video, he was wearing a white garment. He did not look super muscular, but he looked strong. His facial expression remained unchanged. He never looked at me. He looked northward while I looked westward. I was so stunned by what I saw that I did not believe that I saw it. I pretended that I didn't see it. I was then worried about telling people, well, do you know what I saw the other day? I thought, well, I'll sound like a Looney Tune. And then I realized I'm seeing the truth. And the truth is something that we'll always have to embrace, whether we like the truth or not. As someone who had mocked the Catholic faith quite a lot throughout my days, and seeing that I hadn't been in confession booth for almost 40 years, I had a soul that was polluted, stained, and drenched in sin. And it can be all kinds of things. A snide comment to somebody, putting people down, ridiculing them, humiliating them. Those are all sins. Because if you look at the Sermon on the Mount, when Jesus talked about the power of words, he said that words can kill a person in the same way as using a weapon. It's just a different way of killing them. It's destroying their life. We see it with cyberbullying. We see it with people who are so mean to another that they hurt their feelings. And what he also said is that which you do to the least of my brethren, you've done for me. And the corollary is that what you do to the least of his brethren, you've done to him. Likewise, if you hurt a person, you destroy their life, you do things to hold them up to ridicule and contempt and make them feel miserable, you've done that to Jesus as well. I know that there'll be people out there watching this and saying, I don't believe a word of this. Well, remember, this is the same guy who has made his career out of being quite accurate with his observations and his thinking. We all have different gifts. I know what I saw with my own eyes. It wasn't hallucination. No, I don't smoke dope. I don't drink alcohol and get drunk. It wasn't some peculiar, problem with the sky. It happened to me. And if you look at the history of the Bible, things like that do happen to people. I just happen to be one of them, lucky enough to see it. Why do I think it happened? I think it's because I was what is the proverbial lost sheep that's discussed in the Bible. Now, I just want you to know something. I really didn't know much about the Bible even a year ago. But when you have the experience that I had, you start thinking about Jesus all the time because you realize time is short on this earth and hell is real. If he is real, and I've seen that he is, like the doubting Thomas. So the channel, to get back to the point here, the channel basically, and I'm responsible for this, ridiculed and humiliated a lot of people. Some videos got 60,000 times. And what was the object of that video? The person in there who was getting made fun of. I did try to minimize it by hiding out names, blocking out images of their face, but it still wasn't enough because some of you had seen these videos and already knew who they were and commented on it. So my apologies to those that I profiled in my videos. They're not going to be, I've taken a lot of them down already, and I'll continue to. I want people to know that I am essentially repenting. I did like looking at the legal questions that were posed that different people threw my way, whether they were auditors, whether they were people who did not like auditors. I was more interested in the legal side of things, but when I put my videos up, I was also I was fanning the flames to cause people to be ridiculed. So anyway, that's my reason. I hope you understand. There is a commandment that we love one another and not contribute to an environment where we cause people anxiety and trouble and strife. And putting videos up that did that, well, I can't keep doing that. I have to stop. I will admit that my ego and my pride and all the likes, it probably got me the dopamine hit, and it started shifting me away from just asking about sovereign citizens to being a person who is actually putting them down. Now, I don't share their ideology. I will never agree to it. It's not for me to judge them, or not for us to judge anybody. So I also want to say that I want to thank you for a channel that's had over 2 million views, more than 20,000 comments. It's just mind-boggling to me. I had no idea that this would happen. I also want to thank a lot of the loyal followers that I see in the comment section. Let me read some of them out here. Frauditor Troll, Unclean Hands. We see Dickbag Patrol, Frauditor Roundup, Lucid's Lair, NCR News, Frauditor Mania, Team Skeptic. I'm sorry, there's more than this. I'm just going off the top of my head, but Meatball, Edwin Drood, Abby Normal, Iowa Hank, Jack Strange, Peter Roach, Philip in China, Bob Ag 68, Mag D5, Prissy Texas Tomboy, Kangaroo Cafe. Hello to you out there in Australia and Vietnam. I'm sorry. Peter Coventry, Blaze Dust Dreamer, Mrs. Medcap, Internet God, Sea Mother of Pearl, CC Machining, Vlad the Impaler. Here's a tie for you, Vlad. David Bendel. David, I hope your eyes are doing better. Cicero Lipschitz, love your name and love your jokes. Bruce Gordon, always saw him. Angela Rayburn, always left nice comments about me. Catphalia, a very underrated channel. Be sure to subscribe. UP40, hello to Germany out there. Judy LaPointe, Donna Ray, Derek Elliott, Brian Jones, a Judgmental Cat, great name. Dyslexia Jones, pretty funny. Brian One Graves, Kova 4218, PCFLSZ, Muggsy Boykins. I know there's more because there's 7,000, but thank you again. And again, I hope you understand. I love to put out information, but I think I've been putting out the information that just causes damage and destruction, and I really just don't want to do that anymore. Anyway, hope all is well with all of you, and again, thank you.
What's that? You keep it away.
Vanity. Definitely my favorite sin.